the Supreme Court has preserved access to the abortion drug Mifepristone with a unanimous ruling. It's the first major abortion ruling since the overturning of Roe v. Wade. The court did not rule on the merits of the FDA's approval of the drug. The justices simply found that the plaintiffs who brought the case lacked standing.
To help us break down this decision, let's bring in CBS News legal contributor and Loyola Law School professor, Jessica Levinson. Jessica, always great to have you with us. And I'm wondering, what are your top takeaways from this ruling? We've discussed already how it's a unanimous decision. That's noteworthy. Does it set any kind of precedent, I wonder?
Great question. I think it reinforces precedent. As you've been saying, this case is not about the court's view of reproductive choice. This is not about, even though it's the first big quote unquote abortion decision after Dobbs, it's not about whether abortion is protected under the Constitution. The court already decided that it is not. This is a completely different case. So if you're thinking about like constitutional law in a textbook, this goes under standing. It does not go under reproductive choice. And what the court said is our standing doctrine means what it says. If you want to walk into the courthouse doors, you need a real injury that you suffered, not that you're trying to assert for somebody else. You need that injury to be caused by the government action that you're complaining of, and you need to be able to have a remedy if you win. And what the court said, and I think you're right to emphasize this, it was a unanimous decision, said the people who are trying to sue are not the right people. These are doctors who do not prescribe Mifepristone. These are doctors who would not be forced to help any patients who suffer a rare side effect from Mifepristone. And so I think in terms of precedent setting, it was saying to all lower courts, to anybody else, you need to actually suffer an injury before you try to come to us with an alleged conflict.
So, Jessica, I want to go deeper into this because this decision obviously impacts abortion access, but their decision wasn't about abortion access at all. So I'm wondering if this decision is going to have any precedent on any of the other abortion-related cases in the future, because what you're saying is really about precedent regarding standing, but I'm wondering if there's any potential precedent or any other implications for other Mifepristone cases, which we know are being currently deliberated.
Well, so only to the extent that there are other cases challenging access to abortion that have similarly situated people challenging that access. Meaning, if we look at the other big abortion case that's coming before the Supreme Court this term, we've all talked about this. It's a case dealing with a matchup between a federal statute that says you have to provide patients with necessary stabilizing care and a state law that says you can only perform an abortion if the life of the mother is at risk. So this case really doesn't have anything to do with that. We can only see a relationship between these cases and other cases, again, depending on who is trying to challenge access to an abortion. This is saying to everybody, you need to be the one who's injured before you challenge any government action.
And according to reports, a lawyer for the Alliance Defending Freedom, who can argue there should be restricted access, says Missouri, Idaho, and Kansas may bring their own version of a case to the Supreme Court. So, Jessica, we all may be back here again soon. Thank you for your help. Appreciate it.